I thought I'd bring you along today, show you how I stack my wood. This stick is 4 foot long, so when I measure 4 foot down here on the bottom, since I'm doing a third of a cord, that's 2, it's 8 foot by 4 foot is a third of a cord. So I will get this stacked up real quick, since I still have a big pile from yesterday. Today I am going to be doing some 2 bags I have to load for a customer that's bringing a trailer over. He likes our bagged wood, so he'll be getting 2/3 of a cord of wood. So hang in there. I'm going to keep working, and I'll talk as things go on. So I do put a small piece of wood in between on my ends, because everybody can use some kindling, and that's all this is kindling wood. So I don't know if you noticed, but I do put the bark side up so that when it rains it sheds off. So I just kind of keep filling in spaces. When I get to a point where it gets a little rocky like this, I push one of them in or 2 of them in to tie it into the next one so it's not shaky. So that's how I end up doing my stacked wood. And I'll bring the tractor over here in a little bit and move some wood towards me so I don't have to go as far to pick up the wood and bring it over here. Well, I managed to get this done in about 15 minutes or less. As you can tell, I put my misfits. That's what I call a misfit. This one here I call a misfit. It's not going to stack in there very good. Here's a one with the big knot on it and stuff. But I end up taking my stick and I measure to make sure that it's at least 4 foot tall. With this being wet wood, it is going to shrink. That's why it is taller than some of my other stacks over here. That's already shrank, and this will shrink. So I still have at least 2 more rows to go. Well, I've got my second third of a cord stacked. You can see where I went in, right there and right there. That is actually touching my next stack to hold it up so whenever it won't shake. So hopefully, unless I have a real big shaker for an earthquake, this should stand, and I can sell it, and I won't have to restack it. I didn't get a chance to do it earlier since it started raining big time. So I quit doing that, and while I was having my lunch, Doug from Glen Allen came and brought his trailer. So after I get this other third of a cord done, stacked up, I will be loading his little trailer with 2 bags, 1/3 cord. So he's going to take home 2/3 of a cord, the 16-inch, and we can see that it is starting to dry. This is stuff I put in here a month and a half ago. So he's going to get these 2 bags here into this little trailer. Well, or I'm going to get it in there. One way or another, I'll get those 2 bags in here. And I'll bring you along for that, because that'll be a challenge. So I was going to mention that this pallet that I already got this stacked on is taller than the pallet that I'm bridging my pieces across. I have to put spacers on here so that it is more even, and because I want it to lean more towards the other pallet, or the other stacked wood. Just like that. And I just keep fitting the pieces in so that there's an air gap, but not huge air gaps. There's a few air gaps in there, and then that way it'll start drying out really nice. So that's what I'm going to be working on, and I'll bring you back and show you how much I have left over from my cord that I say is in the truck. Well, there you go. A full cord, stacked, cut, split. Well, I processed it yesterday, got it all stacked up today, and 2, 4, 5. I have 5 pieces left over from that cord. I think that's pretty darn good. Now, if anybody has any better ideas on how I can stack my wood, I have to stack it because here with the rains and stuff, it's going to mildew. So I have to get it stacked. If you guys have any better ideas than the way I'm stacking it, where it will stand up to earthquakes and whatever else comes my way, the wind blowing, please let me know in the comments. Well, I did manage to get those 2 log bags on here. It's a tight fit, but that's okay. He's got straps, and he goes 110 or 120 miles from here with this. I think he takes it pretty slow. He's an older gentleman and stuff, but that's what it looks like on this little small trailer. I figure since I'm not an operator, I didn't want to torture anybody by watching me get these 2 loaded up here. But it did take about 10 minutes because I have to get the forks inside those loops and stuff by myself. So it's hop on, hop off, get a little bit further in with the forks and stuff. But this is starting to dry out pretty nice. That's in here. Pretty nice wood in there. So I'll let him do it tomorrow when he comes back and picks it all up. So this is all the bags that I have. I'm going to have to do some more. About 5:30 in the evening. We still got a lot of daylight. Up until about midnight, 1 o'clock. So we still have a lot of time to get some stuff done, but I may take the rest of the evening off.
Well, welcome back to Alaska WoodYard, everyone.
Hi!
On this rainy day. So I got rained out at work, so we decided to come and do a cleanup load that we got last spring here. We finally got the last of it.
Finally.
So take your walk around here. This wood was cut last summer, so it'll dry pretty quick. It's a little on the small side, but Jill likes to process the smaller wood. And what else do we have, Jill?
Oh, what else do we have? Mosquitoes here.
Lots
we don't have wind, but man, the mosquitoes are crazy.
Lots of mosquitoes. And what do we have for a new vehicle?
Ah, Jeff is so proud. He got a dually, a Chevy. Really?
We got a new 2007 dually, new to us. Well, we're back on a new job. We finished showing you the truck. We had a lot of traffic coming by in the last job. We did get it cleaned up, and we're empty again. Same day, and now the sun is shining. And we are over on Edward's job. And we've taken wood out of this area last summer. And this load, he said, was a little bit rough and dirty, but it's a freebie, so we are going to take it. And it's close to the house.
Anytime it's only 25 miles one way, that's close to the house.
Yeah, this is a nice trip for us. So the new truck's working pretty good. Dually. It's got heated seats and leather interior and 2 woodhounds. There's Isabel. Hi, Izzy. And then we have Diesel. Gonna come over and say hi, Diesel? Yeah, there's 2 hound doggies. So we'll get loaded up here. It's nearly 5 o'clock in the afternoon. The sun came back out this morning. It's what, 53, Joe?
Oh, yes. On our last job, it was 53, pouring down rain. It was cool.
So we went home and unloaded and ate some lunch and took a little break, and now we come back this afternoon to get this picked up, and we'll get loaded up and we'll be back with you. Okay, this is load number 2 at Edward's job, and we got it all cleaned up with a couple little scrap pieces. Nice big load. We sold the other load we just loaded on, just an hour round trip, nice close by, so we sold a load to a customer, and then we got this load. We got a few pieces of beetle kill for Jill. Overall, a beautiful looking load of birch. So while I am here, so from the Alaska Woodyard, we keep the sawdust flying.
And thanks for coming along.